We'll start with the opening statement from Coach and then take questions for Jordan.
Yeah, really where to start. I hurt for the team, hurt for the players. I'm really proud of them, proud of the effort. I thought we battled defensively. We thought we took some huge steps on the defensive end to hold that team to 51 and give yourself a chance to win late. That takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of heart. We didn't have, obviously, and really neither team did, much offense going. But we just stayed in the fight as long as we could. Again, gave ourselves a chance to win. Disappointing, because I feel like we've let a couple maybe slip away, a one possession here or there this year, and so that's the hard part. But I think we're getting better. I like the group. I like the team. I'm interested to see our response again from this. We've seemed to respond for the most part. I feel like we've gotten better after these, so we'll have a day off and then see how we respond. But credit TCU, obviously great team. Got some firepower offensively. They do a great job with their length defensively to disrupt some things. So they made essentially one more play than we did there late. And disappointing from that standpoint, but proud of our group.
Questions for Jordan?
Jordan, you guys go 1 for 8 from behind the arc. Was there kind of a moment where you thought maybe you needed a few, or was just attacking the basket kind of the game plan?
I think we definitely turned down a couple that we should have took. Yeah, that's really it.
Is that because of their length, like Coach mentioned, or just the way the game played out, or is that just something that happens sometimes?
I think, in my opinion, I feel like they tried to speed us up just a little bit. So we were just playing a little too fast. And I think once we did get those opportunities, we were kind of like surprised. So I think we were just rushing our shots and not taking some of the ones that we needed to.
Jordan, I think just from kind of watching, they've obviously got a 6'7" center, and then when she goes to the bench, they bring in another 6'7" center, and then they got a 6'4" power forward, and so their length obviously plays a role in their defense, and yet you guys just kept attacking the basket. So that's a grind, that's a struggle. To do that for 40 minutes, can you just kind of put that into words what it was like, I guess?
Yeah, our team, we don't really see size too much. We're gonna attack regardless. So I think just us having that mindset of just attacking 6'7", 7 foot, we just gonna continue to get in there. Obviously they made it a little bit more difficult, but I think once we rode them out the paint a little bit more, we was able to get in there. But yeah, I think our mindsets was just still to get to the basket.
Obviously, the points were hard to come by early. Mm-hmm. It seemed like eventually, though, there was like a comfortability zone with it all. Does that make sense? Or?
Yeah, I feel like we finally settled in just a little bit. I feel like the first half, it was, like you said, tougher to score. But once we just seen a couple go through, I think we found a little bit more of an offensive rhythm.
Thanks, Jordan. Questions from Coach?
So, Coach, off of the 1 for 8, was your game plan just to have them keep driving to the basket? You were starting to find success there, or did you feel like you could have taken a few shots?
We could have taken some shots, yes. I don't have the answer. No, if they're 6'7", I don't know why would you continue to drive in there and let them block your shot. You would think it would be the counter to that would be to take some open shots. So I think early, as Jordan said, I do think we were rushed. I think we shot 3 air ball threes in the first quarter, maybe first half. So I think from there they maybe just lost a little bit of confidence and tried to even run a couple sets just to force the action, and we turned those down as well. So mindset, I've seen it a couple other times, so we just got to work through that.
The last shot, is that a shot you can live with, or did you feel like you could have defended it a little bit better?
I haven't seen it again, so we were pretty close. I don't know how close. So it was one of those where we were trying definitely don't give up a 3 here, run them off the 3-point line, force them to put it on the floor, and get inside the paint. And I don't know that we did that. So yeah, we'll have to look at it, but for the most part, yes, I think it was fairly well contested.
Coach, after Jordan had missed the first free throw, was there any thought or discussion to just go ahead and miss the second one? Maybe the ball gets knocked around a little bit, or
no, absolutely not.
When you go back and watch the film, is it going to be more of just analyzing a better start to the game or a better way to close the game?
Both. Yeah, it's we got to play a complete game. We'll talk a lot about the last shot and missed free throw and those types of things, but yeah, a better start maybe it never comes down to that. So, yeah, we weren't very good in that first quarter at all, and then I was actually happy to only be down 4, the way that quarter went. But I thought our effort was good. Defensively, I thought we took a step, so I'm encouraged there. And then, yeah, we've got to figure out how to close some of these close games.
Mark, would you find success the last minute of the first half and then the first 5 of the second half?
Yeah, I think some turnovers that led to maybe a little bit of early offense. We didn't have a ton of that. There was a lot of turnovers, but we didn't get very many steals, so not a lot of live ball. But I thought when we made our best runs was we were probably playing a little bit faster, maybe a defensive rebound, kick ahead. I think we got Gia out or to the free throw line, from that standpoint. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at it from an offensive end, you're not supposed to win when you shoot 28% and make 1 3. We got to the free throw line quite a bit where we did shoot it better than we typically had. But we defended well enough to give ourselves a chance on a night that offensively we were not great.
They were up 12 with 60 seconds left. How important was it? You could have to 6 in that last minute.
Yeah, I thought both to close the first to 4 and half to 6 was really, really important based on the way we played. And then I know we took the lead, right? I think we hit a free throw at some point in there. I can't remember what it was, maybe around the 5-minute mark. And so then I thought we were pretty settled at that point.
Coach, 2 games in a row, played Crooks and Miles, probably 2 of the top, individual players. Obviously, they're 2 different kinds of players, but just your thoughts on how you defended them. I mean, Miles didn't really have the numbers she kind of normally does tonight.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job. She got us early, shooting behind the ball screen. We were kind of trying to pick our poison and trying to give herself a few different looks, and she did make us pay. I think all 4 of those were probably behind ball screens, but then, if she's shooting it, then maybe she's not passing it as much. And so which one do you want to live with? But yeah, no, I thought defensively we did a good job. Even Suarez that hit the 3 was 4 for 19 and hadn't made a 3 all night. So, you can play those percentages and live with it probably a little bit. It wasn't the defensive end, when it was all said and done. It was, the offensive end that probably cost us.
This is your 3rd straight game against the top 25. Phil, what stood out to you about your group during these last 3 games?
Well, if these are the, top 17 and down teams, then I like where we're at. We had opportunities to win all 3. We did not. That's what it is about. So we do have to figure out how to win these games, and especially at home. We need to take care of our home court. We still have to go to TCU. But, yeah, I think if we'll keep getting better, I think in the long run we'll have a chance to close these out. But, yeah, we got to work on a few things. We got to get better. We got to get the right mindset. Obviously, we don't have ranked teams now in front of us, but we still have quality Big 12 opponents that, we just have to get dialed in. And so, again, that's what I'm interested to see now. Do we come back, in a couple days and have the right mindset?
Setting today's game aside, are you a fan of the advance the ball on a timeout?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's way more exciting.
There in that, towards the end of the first half, Cece comes in and she creates a spark again. What can you say about how she comes off the bench and what she brings to the court?
Yeah, it's just all the post players. They all bring something a little bit different. And the way they were playing her, I kind of wanted her passing, and maybe we could pull the big out just a little bit and do some things. And, yeah, I thought she had good minutes. I know her plus-minus was pretty good as well. So she was a little better in the first half than I thought she was in the second half. But, yeah, good minutes when we needed them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.